The story begins with Elliot and his daughter Riley waiting to get off the plane. By the time they finally step outside, it's already late for the meeting Elliot's supposed to attend. They hop into a pickup truck and hit the road. Along the way, Elliot realizes he forgot to download the directions for work, and now they're screwed. There's no signal up in the mountains. He keeps sneezing from the pollen and squinting at the road, clearly having trouble seeing. Elliot tells Riley that his boss is big on family values, and that's why he brought her along, to show the guy he's a decent person. That annoys her, but she doesn't say anything. She's distracted, thinking she hears a horse neighing somewhere in the distance. As they drive deeper into the mountains, we learn the pharmaceutical company Elliot works for bought the entire area to preserve it as a nature reserve. The place they're headed is nearly deserted, and Elliot's desperate to climb the corporate ladder to make enough money to provide for his daughter. When they finally get a signal, Elliot's phone rings. It's his boss, angry that he's an hour late. Panicked, Elliot floors it. The call cuts out, and as he argues with Riley, he doesn't notice something dart out onto the road, until it's too late. Riley sees that the animal is still alive, so they go check on it. While Elliot worries about the damage to the car, she notices the creature's blood is purple. Its fur is an unusual shade of white, and it has a large horn on its head. The horn begins to glow, and when Riley touches it, she's shown strange visions, something that feels cosmic or otherworldly. But just as it's about to reveal something deeper, Elliot, not understanding what's happening, hits the animal with a tire iron and kills it. Later, they arrive at their destination and meet Elliot's boss, Mr. Odell. Riley is visibly shaken by what happened and asks to leave, but Elliot tells her to wash up and rest. In the bathroom, she sees a bit of the creature's blood on her face. When she wipes it off with a towel, she notices that a cut has healed, and so has her acne. Meanwhile, Odell explains that he's seriously ill with cancer and there's no known cure. Elliot helps finalize the legal documents to ensure that Odell's labs continue operating after he passes. It's at that moment Elliot realizes something strange. He no longer needs his glasses, and his allergy symptoms are gone. According to the paperwork, Odell's wife will take over the charitable foundations, and his son, Shepard, will handle public relations and operations. Elliot will serve as a liaison for the scientific division. The family tells him he might be promoted, if he proves to be a good father. That means spending more time with Riley. Riley tries to stay calm, but she senses something is off. Then the unicorn's horn begins to glow again. She begs her father to help get it out of the car, insisting it's coming back to life. He doesn't believe her at first, until the car starts shaking. Elliot tells everyone that his daughter is very sick and they need to leave right away, but no one seems convinced. The situation escalates when they realize the car is moving on its own. Everyone goes outside to see what's happening. The unicorn is trying to escape. Gunshot. Someone shoots it. Everyone stares at the animal in silence like they all know what it is, but no one wants to say it. Finally, Riley breaks the silence. It's a unicorn. Elliot admits he killed the animal and brought it with him, planning to dump it somewhere else. But just then, they all notice something strange. Riley's wound, and even her acne, have completely disappeared. Mr. Odell sees an opportunity. He says they'll take responsibility for the creature if Elliot agrees not to say anything. Elliot agrees and tells his daughter that everything will be fine, for now. But Riley's not convinced. She says they shouldn't abandon the creature, that she has a bad feeling about it, and asks him to leave her room. Alone, Riley flips through old photos of her mom and spots something odd, a unicorn in the background of one picture, hidden in a medieval-looking tapestry. It was linked to a research project her mother had been working on before she died. That night, Elliot starts feeling uneasy about the unicorn. Outside, he notices an aurora glowing in the sky, and in the distance, the sound of horses neighing. Again. Meanwhile, Riley dives into unicorn lore. She finds an old documentary about a medieval tapestry called The Maiden and the Unicorn, of which only a third had been recovered. Legend says the unicorn is wild and untamable, drawn only to a kind-hearted virgin who captivates its heart. The maiden's role? To lure it close so others could kill it. Because it trusted her, it would always return to humans. But that's just the old story, until the missing parts of the tapestry were found. They told a different version. If the unicorn is killed out of greed, it comes back, but not the same. It returns vengeful, and it destroys anyone who tries to exploit it. Riley tries to sleep, but she's haunted by visions. A cave, something stirring inside it, something coming out to attack. The next morning, she wakes up to find lab workers at the door. They take her to the facility where the unicorn was being held. And there it is, confirmed at last. It's not a horse, it's a unicorn. The scientists begin studying it and quickly discover that its magical power is concentrated in the horn. That sparks an idea in Mr. Odell's mind. If they can scrape some material from it, maybe it could be used as medicine. Maybe it could even save his life. With no better options, they go ahead with the plan. The next morning, Riley takes a walk in the woods. As she wanders, she senses something. The feeling that this unicorn isn't alone. She rushes back home and dives deeper into the legends. Meanwhile, Mr. Odell thanks Elliot for bringing in the creature and promises him a bigger share of the company, if the treatment works. Moments later, the impossible happens. Odell is cured. Excitement erupts. The family starts talking about turning the unicorn's power into a drug and selling it for millions. But Dr. Zhang, one of the scientists, warns them. Whatever that substance is, it doesn't belong to any known biology. It can't be replicated. Odell doesn't care. He fires Zhang on the spot. Replication isn't the goal. He wants profit, and he wants it now. That's when Riley speaks up. She says her mom studied unicorn myths for years, and there are consequences. Capturing or killing a unicorn isn't just dangerous, it's deadly. No one listens, not even her father. Scared and furious, Riley locks herself in the truck as the team gets ready to move the creature. And then it hits. A wave of energy tears through the area. Electronics short out, lights die, and the sky erupts in streaks of flashing aurora, like lightning. Dr. Zhang is struck, instantly killed by a bolt of raw energy. That's when they see it. The father of the unicorn they killed. The unicorn is furious. It charges straight at Riley, who scrambles under a nearby truck. From beneath, she sees its face and realizes this one isn't like the first. It's angry, vengeful. Riley holds her breath, trying not to move. The unicorn slows. Its horn begins to glow. Its breathing softens. For a second, it almost seems calm. Just as Riley reaches out to touch it, gunfire. The security team opens fire and the unicorn bolts into the trees. Everyone turns on Riley. They blame her for not warning them. She tells them the unicorns just want revenge, but the family doesn't care. They've got a new plan now. Kill them all, sell the parts, make millions. Back at the house, Shepard stays behind. He remembers what Riley said about a mental connection between humans and unicorns. Curious, he decides to inhale a small dose of the unicorn horn powder. But before he does, he hears something disturbing. The unicorn's body is starting to move. Meanwhile, Riley tries calling her dad, begging him to stop before things get worse. Out in the woods, Elliot and the others come face to face with the unicorn again. This one is even more aggressive. Chaos erupts. When it's over, only Elliot and Mr. Odell are still alive. Back at the lab, one of the other doctors removes the horn from the unicorn's body. That enrages the creature's parents, who retaliate by killing Mr. Odell, blaming his greed. Riley insists that the only way to end all this is to return the unicorn. No one listens. They're still thinking about profit. The wealthy family sends a bald technician to open the front gate manually since the power's out. Meanwhile, Elliot and the remaining doctor are ordered to deliver the unicorn's body, while the rest head off to find vehicles to escape. Shepard, still high on unicorn dust, snorts more of it. The doctor, doing as she's told, tries to return the body, but because it no longer has its horn, it can't be revived. The unicorns, furious, kill her. Now they want to know where their child's horn is. Under the influence of the powder, Shepard comes to a conclusion. The unicorns are after Riley because she's the one who captivated their hearts, the honest virgin. He proposes using her as bait. Then, he says, they can trap the unicorn couple, breed them, and become unimaginably rich. But Riley, having come into contact with the horn dust when Shepard used it, now carries the scent of the baby unicorn. The creatures track her down. In the middle of the chaos, Elliot and his daughter share a quiet, heartbreaking moment. Elliot confesses that everything he did, all the lies, the killing, the betrayal, was to make sure she would never go without anything in life. Riley says she touched the unicorn's horn hoping it would show her a vision of her late mother. Meanwhile, Elliot is being hunted by the unicorns because, of course, he stole the horn. He wanders into the woods trying to escape, while Shepard, completely unhinged, threatens Riley, forcing her to do exactly as he says. He uses her to lure the unicorn, making her lie down in front of it. She's the only one left with a pure heart, and the creature begins to trust her. That's when Shepard ties it down so it can't escape. Shepard, smug and wild-eyed, tells Elliot they'll split the profits 50-50. But Elliot doesn't care anymore. He stabs Shepard. Shepard fights back and stabs him too. Bleeding, Elliot turns to Riley. He apologizes for everything, for the lies, the greed, the way he treated her. He asks her to tell him what she saw when she touched the unicorn's horn. Riley looks at him and says softly, "I saw the light, the one that started everything." And with that, Elliot takes his final breath. The unicorns approach his body. They can sense his genuine regret. Quietly, they place his body beside that of their fallen child. Then, using their horns, they release a stream of dazzling lights, something from beyond this world. It flows around both bodies and somehow they're brought back to life. Elliot opens his eyes, and for a brief, impossible moment, he sees the same light Riley saw. Oh, and the unicorns. They're no longer black. Their coats shine now, radiant and pure, proof that the darkness is gone. Everyone is celebrating, full of relief and wonder, until the bald guy shows up with the police, accusing them of everything that happened. Still, on the way back, they ride together, Riley, Elliot, and the others, smiling despite it all. After what they've seen, they know deep down that everything's going to be okay. And just when it seems like the end, the unicorns return.